Most of the things many of us are doing in order to try and create healthy self-esteem are completely wrong. But we keep doing them and we keep thinking that they're going to work, but they either don't work, they haven't worked, or they don't last. And spoiler alert, whenever we are trying to do something on the outside, change or manipulate or finagle something on the outside so that we can feel good about ourselves in the inside, it is a losing battle, because we cannot create something on the inside by trying to make things be a certain way on the outside, changing our looks, changing our relationships, changing our job, getting more success, getting more approval. All of these things that we do in order to try and feel good about ourselves are all external things. But our self-esteem, our relationship with ourselves, is an inside job. And so today we're going to talk about the 6 main things that do create healthy self-esteem when we are intentional about making these things a part of our lives and changing our mindset and changing the way we approach these 6 different things. So stay tuned. I think you're going to like and get a lot out of these ones. They are life changers when we really use them and apply them. If you're new here, I am so glad that you are here. Welcome to our amazing corner on the internet. Introduce yourself in the comment section below. Make sure you subscribe to the channel so that we can stay connected. And if you are not new, always so good to have you back. My name is Julia Christina, and I'm a registered clinical therapist, a researcher, a coach, and the creator of the Breakthrough Coaching Program. I have a master's degree in counseling psychology, and I work to help heart-centered go-getter men and women break through the crap that is holding them back so they can like themselves and their lives more every day. And so let's talk about what self-esteem really is. And according to Nathaniel Braden, who has written a book called The 6 Pillars of Self-Esteem, it is a fantastic book. There is a lot in there. And a lot of what we're going to talk today about is based on his teaching, but he breaks self-esteem down into 2 main parts. And the first part is self-efficacy. And so this is our ability to be able to think for ourselves, to know that we are the ones who are thinking for ourselves, that we are in charge of our own lives. And also we have this belief that we can handle what life has for us, that we are equipped in order to be able to handle the challenges of life, that no matter what happens, we can figure it out. We have that sense of self-mastery and that self-efficacy and those resources within us to be able to handle what life has for us. And then the next part of self-esteem, building high self-esteem, is this idea that we have self-respect. So really looking at how much we value ourselves, how much value we think we have, how worthy we feel. Do you believe that you deserve to be happy? Do you believe that you deserve to have a good life? Do you believe that you deserve to have good things in your life? Do you believe that you matter and that you have value just for being you, not dependent on anything else? And so just take a second. I want you to check in the comment section below. Where are you at that with those 2 things? How much do you feel like you have mastery over your own life, like you have a say in your own life, like you are in charge of your choices, that you don't always have control over our circumstances, but you always have choices within them, and you feel equipped to be able to handle them, and also that you believe in your intrinsic worthiness, that you don't have to do or be or become anything or anyone else in order to be good enough, that you just have that sense. And I know that these are tricky ones and not all of us feel them 100% all of the time, but just kind of let us know where you're at with that in the comment section below. So what are these 6 cornerstones that build up, that make up healthy self-esteem? What if trying to change the way we look, or trying to change the shape of our body, or trying to have more success or more power or more money or more stuff or whatever it is that we think we need in order to feel good, more praise, more recognition, more accolades, whatever it is we think we need on the outside. And if it's not that stuff, then what is it? And here are the 6 things that make it up, that we do. And the interesting thing as well is that these 6 cornerstones of healthy self-esteem, they are natural expressions of people who have healthy self-esteem. But the good news is when we are intentional about making them a priority in our lives, about working through to getting to the place where we are doing them as well, we are making them a part of our lives, they are the things that build our healthy self-esteem. The first one, this is a big one, you've heard me talk about this before, is living consciously. Are we consciously aware of our thoughts and our feelings? Are we making intentional choices, or are we just getting pulled along with whatever is happening around us, where we're being dictated by our thoughts and feelings, that we are just thinking that, well, if I feel bad, if I feel guilty about this, then I better go along and do it, that I have no choice. As soon as we say to ourselves, I have no choice, and unless someone is pointing a gun to your head, you have a choice. You might not like the consequences of that choice. You might not like what will happen if you make that choice. You not be willing to or prepared to accept the results of that choice, but you have a choice. We always have choices. We don't always have control over circumstances. We always have choices within them. And so living consciously, knowing that I am the director of my own life, that I am not my thoughts. I'm the thinker of my thoughts. I am not my feelings. I'm the experiencer of my feelings. We can observe ourselves having experiences instead of always just getting pulled along behind them and dragged along with whatever is coming up for us in our lives. The next cornerstone is self-acceptance. There are no prerequisites to worthiness. This is about saying, I am who I am right now, and I accept that. And that is sometimes a really hard thing, especially for those of us who have really struggled with self-rejection or self-hate or self-criticism, because we've been told and taught to believe that there are things about us that make us unworthy, that we have been taught and told to believe that we are not good enough, that we need to be or become something or someone else in order to be good enough. We need to be smarter. We need to be prettier. We need to be more successful. We need to get better grades. Maybe if you're a child, so you need to be and do all of these things in order to be worthy. But self-acceptance is about saying, this is who I am right now. Right or wrong, good or bad, healthy or unhealthy, helpful or unhelpful, this is where I'm at. This isn't about resigning ourselves to just kind of go along with whatever we're struggling with or whatever areas need a little bit of finagling, but this isn't about saying that I will only be good enough when I am or have or feel or look like or can do these things. There is no when then. There is only here now. And yes, we all have things that we're working on. Yes, we all have things that we want to just sort of iron out, edges that we want to smooth, but that has nothing to do with our worthiness and about not being good enough. It's part of a natural expression of being a human being, to learn and to grow and to allow ourselves to get rid of the stuff that's preventing us from being who we really are, and breaking through that and letting ourselves be more of who we are and accepting ourselves every step along the way.